Backxwash is a trans artist from Canada who currently makes music under the horrorcore and trap industrial hip-hop genre. The topics of trans issues and police brutality and the black identity come up in her songs a lot, and this album is no exception. This is her follow-up to her 2019 album Deviancy, which is an album that I overlooked in 2019. I didn't know it came out. However, I am glad that I stumbled across this one. Personally, I think this is a step in the right direction for Backxwash. She is definitely using her influences on this record. However, I think she's making an identity for herself. The lyrical component on this album is sharper than ever, with some of her best bars to date. I especially love the final moments of this album, talking about trans identity, and as a trans person, she is talking to her father, saying that in his mind, he lost a son. However, she's telling him, you gained a daughter. I think that was a very powerful moment, and in some way, shape, or form, a redemption, which is the title of this track. I also like the lyrical focus on Into the Void, where I believe what's popping up on this song in particular is whenever she gets angered, she goes into the void, almost kind of like equivalent to seeing red. You go into this mindset that is just not happy. It's definitely not something you want to be in. Many of these songs on this record also have a very interesting juxtaposition between Christian identity and iconography. Like, for example, the track Amen, where you have these group vocal choral samples involved into the song, but then there's this darker and more underlying eeriness to the track as a whole. There's a specific point during the song where the instrumentation kind of bows out to give way to these choral samples and these vocals, and then it kind of comes back even harder and louder than before. Honestly, I could go on and on and on talking about many different lyrical components to this record. Despite its short runtime, there is a lot being said on this album. I think there is also another point to drive home, however. The production of this record is killer. Backxwash does a great job using samples to her advantage, like on the opening track, which is also the title track. You also get some of these backing child vocals on the track Black Sheep, which could refer to the phrase black sheep, where you are alienated or isolated based upon your appearance. I also like the stuttering background vocal samples that are on the track Spells, featuring Debbie McCallan of Black Dresses fame. Her vocal performance on this track in particular is one that I think perfectly matches this instrumental. It has this ominous, eerie, and almost creepy sound to it, but in a weird way, it's almost kind of sexy and titillating. I apologize, but that's just the kind of vibe it gets to me. I know what's being said on this song in particular does not convey that emotion, but how well the song's put together and how well it's constructed, I just can't help but to be just grinning every time the song comes on. It is like the perfect ideas all put into one song. This album as a whole, I said earlier, is 22 minutes. It's just 10 tracks. And while on some of these songs, I think the energy comes through with full force, on other songs, I think it could have been panned out a little bit longer, like on the opening track and the track Adolescence as well. This album, in my opinion, could have been really mulled over a lot longer, but what we do get, however, is a shock to the system horrorcore album that is truly one of the greats of this year. And even if the MC behind it does remind me of Eminem in a very strong way, I still get a lot of character and a lot of personality behind this album. Her aggression and her anger and her lyricism and her production all come together and work in a harmony with one another to make a stellar album with some great verses, some great thought put into a lot of these songs, creative sample usage, and just overall an amalgamation of some of the best styles and sounds in horrorcore today, even if there's not that many horrorcore albums. But either way, what a great album. What a stellar moment, and a record that in some way like opened my third eye. I know that might sound weird, but it just did for me, and I don't know why. Yeah, I'm impressed with this record. I am proud of what Backxwash has done on this album. Personally, I'd give it a very strong A-. Very impressed with this record. However, I am curious to know what are your thoughts and opinions on this album down below. Let me know what albums you want me to review next, and that is it. Like, comment, share, do whatever you want. Let me know how I can improve future videos down below. Remember, this is only my opinion because music is subjective.